This is the FIFA Ramble.
Gary's
We are
talking
sponsored this week. We're sponsored this week.
I'm Paul, and I said to my friend, wouldn't it be great if your car could talk to you? You know, tell you what's wrong with it if it's broken. So I spent all my money on making this happen. I went broke. My wife left me. I had to borrow the hat some mad time. But then Gary said I could sell my car through him. Go on down to Gary's car and upgrade your car so I can talk and really, really work. Gary's talking God! Gary's talking God! Gary's talking God! Gary's talking God!
What about the Nations League?
I refuse to answer that question.
And I'll tell you what, it's a complicated format to get your head round, but I'm going to try and do it.
We'll take it as a yes then.
Take it whatever you want.
You've got teams playing, you won't have a throwaway game like England versus Luxembourg or whatever. Exactly. You get England versus someone who is level with them or nearer them. Yeah. There's no more 8-0s in Andorra. Exactly.
You know, it will reduce meaningless friendlies, which I'm a big fan of. Yeah. What that does in terms of the quality of teams in tournaments, that might be another thing altogether. So, Nations League.
New look Spain. They did well. They did very well.
Anyone stand up? It's a new wave of Spanish players.
Yeah, it is. It's
old out, new in.
Yeah, well, it's gonna. Yeah, they're just regenerating. You know, it's
like Doctor Who.
Is this the Tennant years of Spain, or is this the Capaldi years of Spain?
If they click, there's no one who can handle them. People can't live with them.
And I think Spain had them on a good day.
People can't live with them.
Asenio stepped up.
Yeah, Asenio was really good.
See his stats the last couple of games?
He's a beast. He's superb.
Why does Rashford perform for England better than he does in Manchester United?
He's played in position.
Is that it?
I think that might be it. I don't think Rashford's an inside forward sort of winger. I don't think he is. He can play there because he's a very talented footballer. But
you're not going to displace Lukaku because he's an integral part of the Man United system.
Man United, he doesn't play as well because Man United have got Lukaku up front and they've got other players who can fit in and around that set.
Banter.
He doesn't fit in, that's the issue. It's not that they're not great players. It's the same as we said last week with Juventus. At the minute, they can't get Dybala in because the way that they're set up, they've got Quadrado playing at right wing back.
And he's not
they've got Alexandro at left back.
Well, that's Juventus' like amazing squad though. There's just no room, is there, unless you get injured. But if there's injured, there's like 10 places there.
But that's the thing, is that it's not that Dybala's a bad player. He's blatantly not. He's one of the best in the world. It's just they're not playing with the number 10. They got Ronnie up front, they got Mandzukic, they've got Douglas Costa, and then they're playing Sami Khedira and
Quadrado's
and Pjanic.
That's insane to me.
They're not playing with a 10. That's all it is. They've decided.
Did you see Luke Shaw getting knocked the heck out?
Yeah, Luke Shaw, that looked nasty.
Yeah,
It's a great assist.
My thoughts on Harry Kane are the same as my thoughts really on the rest of the Spurs squad, in that I just think there's going to come a point where all of those games that they've played and the fact that the majority of their squad went to the World Cup. They had a very long season last year competing for different competitions, and I do think that eventually they're going to tire out, and I think it's going to be.
Why do you fear that? Like, it's just about luck. It depends on if they get injured.
It is. I really
totally
don't.
is about injury.
No, I don't think it is. I think the season, Man United had a really good season. The first year we won it back from Chelsea, but we had a really small squad, and it worked well. But we got knocked out of the Champions League because we were exhausted. Spurs have got a lot of games, so they've already had 4 competitions that they were competing in last season. Most of their players then went to the World Cup. A lot of them then came back late because they got quite far. You know, think of the players that they've got. It's not just playing in the World Cup; it's playing late stages of the World Cup as well.
No rest at all.
No. So they've got Harry Kane. They've got all the England players that came back late. They've got a host of them. They came back really late. So now they're going straight into another season where they're competing on full fronts again.
And the thing is, you normally
with no additions to that squad.
What you normally find in that situation as well is for the start of the season, it has the opposite effect. They hit the ground running.
Yeah.
And then there is a period where they might pick up more niggles, injuries, and there's fatigue there as well. So obviously it's shown in the fact that Spurs have actually started the season quite well.
So you think the Spurs wheels will fall off when?
After Christmas, it'll start. I just think Burnley, for example. Joe Hart said about when they got knocked out of the Europa.
Yeah.
He said after the game, he's really honest, and he just went, "We were exhausted." Now they didn't play at the World Cup, but they were so exhausted from playing game week in, week out, and games in a tight schedule. That's going to happen with Spurs. But what you've got is a season of loads of games where you're playing Saturday, Tuesday, Saturday, Tuesday, Saturday, Tuesday. Then you're playing League Cup games. They had a few replays as well. So, and they haven't had a proper break.
But I think both those games are a real microcosm for exactly where Wales are at the moment.
Yeah,
they are
I think
definitely
so.
work progress. If progress,
I think
if
it's fair.
people, if people, and I think people understand that and will give Giggs the time, and I think they can see what he's trying to do. That it's going to be a real step change. But it just showed it was kind of like the euphoria of the Ireland game, and then being brought back down to earth. And I think that just showed that when you've got a young side, you've got to be prepared to have some pain as well, because you're going to go through times where it's going to be, they're going to be naive, they're going to make mistakes, and you just got to put it down for all the good that comes with the youthful exuberance and the energy that they had against Ireland. There is going to be the opposite sometimes.
Andre Silva's had a great start to this season. He's the, the only player to score on his debut in La Liga.
Yeah.
A hat-trick on his debut. He's unbelievably good.
And then we've got, I don't know if we sent you this, but we were chuckling because we possibly picked up some Republic of Ireland gossip.
The Roy Keane stuff.
The Roy Keane.
Keane.
I saw this. He had a row with Harry Arter, didn't he?
Don't touch my Harry Arter.
And John Walters.
I immediately.
Walters, because he's got a severe knee
the interesting
injury.
thing to come out of that for me was the fact that it was Stephen Ward who broke this and who leaked what had happened. And Martin O'Neill came out saying, Stephen's a good lad, but he wasn't even there. So I don't know.
Well, actually, it was Stephen Ward's mates, but I was like, who's some mates? Thanks very much. He's sharing it with his friends on WhatsApp or whatever it is.
That must be
like straight dagger into the back of him from his mates.
If I sent you something in confidence, what do you expect? Well,
it depends what it is. It depends what it is. So,
if I was slagging him off.
Yeah, exactly. Calling him a slug or something. Yeah.
By the sound of the audio, I think he handled that very well. Because
sounds like
if Roy come in all guns blazing to Harry Arter whilst he's having treatment, right? And Harry was just like, "I'm not doing this right now.
Yeah.
I'm all right." It's like,
Roy,
I'm having my leg rubbed. Roy, honestly,
don't interrupt the leg rub.
You're picking a fight here. I'm not gonna do anything. So it's just a case. Because how else do you stop a raging?
I don't think you do.
You don't.
You leave
the only
it.
way
You
you
give
do
us
it
time.
is send Ferguson in. He'll handle him.
So it's like a hurricane. You just have to wait for it to.
There's no way of doing it. There's no way of doing it.
No.
The
Sounds
fact
like
that
you've tried.
He kicked off and he got thrown out of Manchester United for it. That's how bad he is.
We're going to go to France because I think we all should.
They had a party, didn't they?
The French celebrations were some of the best things I've ever seen.
I loved it. Absolutely loved it. And TT was just the man.
He was brilliant.
That swag, that swagger, that walk.
Bit of a camp swag. I like it.
Yeah, it was.
Don't get me
It
wrong.
was brilliant.
It
was incredible.
10 out of 10.
It wasn't even the swag. It was when you got to the end, that's what got me.
Did it?
Died.
They looked like they were having a good time, didn't they?
It looked like a hell of a celebration.
I like
the only one who didn't look like he was having a good time and wanted to be anywhere but there was N'Golo Kante, who just looked.
No, but
as
that's
though,
the point of N'Golo Kante.
He just was like, I don't want to do doing this.
Yeah.
Like N'Golo Kante is just such a rarity to find, because you think he gets to that level and he'd be like, okay, I'm pretty good. No,
Yeah.
with N'Golo, it was pure humbleness and ability.
Yeah.
And like he's just there to play, and he wants everyone else to take credit, and the showmans of the game, like your Umtitis, your Paul Pogba's and everything. And that's what the love is of N'Golo Kante. The love of N'Golo Kante is the purest in football in terms, excluding any ego or anything.
Yeah.
That's the point of
I get
N'Golo.
the feeling that if the referee didn't blow his whistle, that Kante would be playing for like 15 years, and they'd be like, no, you were supposed to
He
stop.
would just go.
You didn't hear the
he would.
whistle.
He
You
just
were
carry on.
like,
He's an
you just
absolute
like let
beast.
loose and you
like,
just keep going
since,
and going.
Since that Leicester season, I thought, okay, well, he might have peaked. That might be a one-off.
Yeah.
To have Chelsea just to go in and like pay the fee.
Well, there was some ridiculous thing, wasn't there, when Chelsea won it, when he signed for them, the Premier League, that he just had the most incredible like win-loss record in the Premiership. It was just like
He was
unreal.
brilliant. We said it at the time when they signed Drinkwater, if you remember, cast your mind back. But you and I said it when they signed Drinkwater, and everyone was like, that's ridiculous. And I was like, well, no, they're just open. They need an English player, and they're hoping that because he was good with Kante, he'll be good with Kante again. Yeah. And that's what you get with N'Golo Kante. You put him in. Someone asked on Twitter, you put N'Golo Kante in, and you just think, right, let's build a side around it.
Yeah.
He's the building block of any side. And
you know where he's going to be. That's it. Sort of changes way with Chelsea at the moment, but throw him into a France team.
I think N'Golo Kante is potentially going to be a Real Madrid or Barcelona player.
Yeah.
Order your Say No to Dinosaurs t-shirt today and get this limited edition Don't Let Dinosaurs Get in the Way of Facts limited edition t-shirt today. That's order your Say No to Dinosaurs t-shirt today and get this limited edition Don't Let Dinosaurs Get in the Way of Facts limited edition t-shirt today.
Diego Armando Maradona.
Yeah.
Who's he?
You heard the news?
No.
Right, he's taken over as manager.
Mexico, isn't it?
Dorades, which are based in Sinaloa, I believe. I can't remember the name. But basically, he's taken over as manager of a second-tier Mexican side that are based in the drug capital of Mexico.
This is the FIFA Ramble. This is the FIFA Ramble. This is the FIFA Ramble. Who do you prefer, Neymar and Mbappe?
Yeah, I prefer Mbappe.
You prefer Mbappe?
I don't. It's not that I rate him higher than Neymar. I prefer him as a player. I think I just like it watching him play. Can I throw a question back at you? Well, who do you prefer?
Right. For now, I think that Neymar puts in more of a shift, although Mbappe is more of a classic player. I'd probably go right now. I'd probably choose Neymar and team over Mbappe.
Okay. The what I would. So are you saying Neymar is the Christian Eriksen and Mbappe is the Kane?
Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely.
My question then to you in regards to that is, do you feel sorry for Neymar because he left Barcelona to escape Messi's shadow and Mbappe turns up?
But I think stuff like that.
Now, he wanted to win the Ballon d'Or, and he's like, I've got to PSG because I need to be the biggest fish in that pond. And then they signed the best player at the World Cup.
But I think when you have a combination of those quality players, it's only going to score you up. Like it
should do, but it didn't. I don't know.
I said when way back when we were podcasting when they signed Neymar, way back, and I said at the time that they will have the best front three in world football, and I genuinely think over a year later, I'd be proven right.
Yeah.
Cavani, Mbappe, and Neymar are the best front three in world football. There's no one close. Right, the Spurs, Liverpool. Who are we having? That kicks off. What a way to kick off this weekend.
Do you know what? I'm going for Spurs, and I know that might be a. I'm going to go for Spurs. I think they're going to win.
I think Liverpool haven't really kicked in yet.
No.
I think they're probably. What gear do you think they're in? If we're going on gears. I think getting to 3.
They're definitely at 3.
Yeah.
Just revving at 3.
Yeah.
Just revving at 3.
I spoke a bit about Millwall recently when Swansea went down to the move over. They got a great home record. Actually, then that'll be a cool game. The evening game is Blackburn against Villa.
Yeah.
And Blackburn got a decent side, so that should be quite good. Brentford and Wigan. Wigan have started the season really well, so I think that'll be an interesting one. So I think, starting to take shape the table. I'm actually going to the Liberty Stadium this weekend for Swansea Forest.
Will Claudio Jakob make his... Has he made his debut?
Yeah. He hasn't made his debut yet. No, we got him in the break. I don't know if he will. Probably, I don't expect him to immediately. But who knows? So that should be interesting. I'll give you a report on what the...
Let us know. Any other business and some good news corner.
Yeah, it's a good news corner.
George Weah came back last night.
came back from where?
Tuesday. Played for Liberia.
Did he?
Yes.
Actually,
he came,
not his
came
cousin.
out of
The president-
international
the president
football.
of
I'm not
Liberia,
making this up.
The president of Liberia, who is George Weah,
George Weah, the
came out of
president of
retirement
Liberia,
and started
came out
for
of retirement for international football in their friendly against Nigeria and played 60 odd minutes.
What?
And the same day, his son, and it escapes me now, but his son made his international debut as well. So they become the first father and son to play for 2 different nations on the same day.
Bloody hell.
George Weah, 52, I believe he is. He played, and it was
Is the president of his country.
he's the president, and he's the only African player to win the Ballon d'Or.
Could you see Trump turn out for the United States? Is that the
I
next?
genuinely don't think Trump could do any worse than the squad already do.
Don't forget our sponsor.
We're sponsored this week by Gary's Talking Cars.
I'm Paul, and I said to my friend, wouldn't it be great if your car could talk to you? You know, tell you what's wrong with it if it's broken. So I spent all my money on making this happen. I went broke. My wife left me. I had to borrow the hat some mad time. But then Gary said I could sell my car through him. Go on down to Gary's Car and upgrade your car so it can talk and really, really work. Gary's Talking Cars! Gary's Talking Cars! Gary's Talking Cars! Gary's Talking Cars!